Welcome in to the Fantasy Tailgate Podcast with your hosts, Howie and Will.
Here we go. Another episode. This one's video again. I like these video recordings. Yeah, I like doing this.
I mean, I'm not the most attractive person, so I'm not sure if I should like these video recordings, but they're kind of fun.
Well, I definitely have the face for radio.
It must be a family trait.
It's got to be.
Brindles.
Well, you know, the worst one would be your dad.
Hey, I'm staying out of this one.
Well, that's if we could get a shirt put on him.
That is true. He is shirtless 90% of the time.
He probably would record without the shirt.
Oh, 100%. if he could figure out how to turn on the video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm skeptical of. I gave him that laptop. I'm afraid he just took it, set it down, and hasn't even touched it to play around with it at all.
I could see that happening. Because
when I'll call him up, I'm like, "You got Wi-Fi on it yet?" No. That's how he's going to be. But anyways, all right. Let's take a look at some news.
Yeah.
From the NFL. Might have to work on some music update news.
Yeah, we'll get there.
News update music.
Music update. What kind of podcast are we running here, Howard? We're talking about music or football, man?
Football.
Oh, music.
All right.
Kendrick and Drake.
So I got Ramondre Stevenson agreed to a 4-year, $36 million contract extension.
I saw that, and I was thinking before this news that Antonio Gibson might play a little bigger role than most people think, but after this, I'm going to retract that statement, and Ramondre's the dude, New England fan. It's got to be.
So, yeah, Ramondre is going to be big there. If you have Ramondre Stevenson on your team, keep him or trade him for a haul.
Yeah, you're definitely happy about this news. So.
Yeah. So, also, next on my list is Harrison has impressed throughout the OTAs and mandatory minicamp and has quickly solidified himself as a top option in Arizona's wide receiver room. I put that in there because of last week's draft. He's going to be a number one wide receiver right from the start.
Yes. Oh, for sure. And everybody knew that before he even got drafted there. They knew that he was Arizona's number one wide receiver, but I mean, he's still a rookie.
Yeah.
But he's Marvin Harrison. He's probably going to be just fine. I don't know if I'd want him as my wide receiver 1, is my point. My wide receiver 2, I'd be ecstatic. Wide receiver 1, it's a little too risky for me personally.
Yeah, and then Mike McCarthy is not happy in Dallas.
Yeah, he's getting frustrated with Jerry Jones, and I'm thinking it's not giving people contracts, including himself. Like, he doesn't have a contract extension, CD doesn't, Dak doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a whole thing in Dallas.
Yeah, Jerry Jones is just not doing it.
Well, no, and when he's the owner and the GM, like, come on, man, really?
Yeah.
Give it to somebody else.
Yeah, stop putting your hands in the cake.
Yeah, like.
Let someone else make the cake.
Chill out.
Yeah. So the other bit of news that I had was Russell Wilson.
All right, what's up with Russell Wilson now?
From what I'm all hearing, it's like he's in the pole position for competition, in the competition for the QB1.
I would hope
he's
so.
the QB1, unless he somehow
he's the better of the two options.
Unless he takes a doo-doo on the field.
That is true. Or if he gets hurt doing kickboxing or boxing or whatever he's doing now. I saw that
yeah.
earlier. Apparently he's training. Guess he has in the past and recently gotten back into it. So.
Yeah, hopefully that helps his athleticism trying to say big words here.
Yeah, maybe.
Big day.
Hey, don't strain yourself, man. That can be hard sometimes.
Well, I mean, especially when you get older, you need to try to find a way to keep your body moving and work all those kinks out when you get old. I mean, I'm experienced here.
Oh yeah, it's probably great for. It's great for. It's great for him and his body. I'm just.
Yeah.
You're doing stuff with your hands and your quarterback, man. Like, I mean, he's probably playing it safe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Probably
But he needs
I
his.
got Justin Fields. We'll be fine.
He needs to just get those legs back in motion and start running like he used to.
I mean, he is getting older.
Yeah.
Legs aren't
Anyways,
operate how they used to.
and I'm sure we'll talk about Russell Wilson more. We'll have more later on. All right, the team schedule, continuing that bus.
On with this week.
Buffalo Bills.
Of course we are. Surprised you're not wearing a Bills hat today.
I guess I should have. Well, I wore the Buffalo Bills the last 2 times, so I got the Seahawks. That's okay. I think I did the Bills when I was doing the Seahawks last time.
Still a Seahawks fan.
Yeah. You got your Philly on there.
I always do.
Okay, so Buffalo Bills, their schedule, and I think we're just gonna basically their opponent. We know who you know who you're gonna play on the Buffalo Bills. Like my guys, I'm gonna play is Josh Allen. I mean Curtis Samuel. He actually had a pretty good year last year, and now he has an actual good quarterback too. Dalton Kincaid.
Oh, yeah.
You might even be able to put Dawson Knox in there too. They have 2 wide receivers that are pretty decent. And then Jamie Cook, yeah.
And
James Cook.
I was gonna say, James Cook should be. You just call him Jamie Cook?
Yes.
I mean, he might go by Jamie by some people. I don't know. He should be pretty serviceable week to week. I don't know if he's an every week starter, but I mean, we'll just have to see as the season goes on.
Right. He might be more of a streamer. I mean, depend.
Spot start.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Spot start. Now I can't talk.
All this technical difficulties.
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been having some technical difficulties today. So, so their first game is at home against Arizona. And I do have everything wrote down, and I have a tendency to maybe write the wrong thing. So if you catch me on something, feel free to yell at me. Arizona, it's a 10 a.m. start. The players I would play out of the Arizona Cardinals is Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison. I mean, depending on the start too. Actually, no, you know.
I would also, especially week 1, I would start James Conner and I would start Trey McBride. Like if you're drafting Trey McBride, you are playing him week 1.
I got them on my list as well. So, and also a question mark with Dortch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about week 1, but maybe. I mean, Mike
Yeah.
Wilson as a low-end flex option, possibly.
Yeah. We'll just see how they do. I mean,
Yeah,
Arizona.
Because I mean, Marvin Harrison's obviously the number 1, so we'll see how Kyler distributes the ball.
Right. And don't they have new coach too, or is that just last year that they had the new coach?
Ooh, I'm not 100% sure on that one. I don't remember.
No, I don't either.
I don't remember who the coach was last year.
Well, oh no. Kingsbury was not their coach last year, right?
No, they had a different coach last year.
So they have a new coach in there.
I just don't remember if they got rid of him after the season or. Yeah, I don't remember, and I'm not finding it quickly right now. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we can move on.
Yeah, all right.
Doesn't matter, coach. If the players don't play good, Don't matter.
Yeah, whatever.
There'll be a new coach
So
next year.
They should be okay.
Yeah. So they got a Thursday night game against Miami the following week, which is at Miami. So obviously the four obvious guys that I would start is Hill, Tua, Mostert, and A-Chain.
You're not going to start Jalen Waddle?
Oh, I have him on my. He would be the fifth guy. I was trying to keep it down to.
Okay, so was that in any order specific?
No order specific.
Or...
No order I expect. I mean, if you have those guys, you might want to start them.
I would say basically, if you have one of the two wide receivers or one of the two running backs or the quarterback, you start them.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to get those, especially against.
How do you feel about Odell Beckham?
Is he on Miami?
He is their wide receiver 3 as of right now.
Oh, wow.
As the 3 and Braxton Berrios as the 4.
Oh. And Miami likes to sling the ball around too.
They do, but with Mostert and Achane, they can do pretty much anything they want to do.
Right. I would probably have to say on a deep league and a flex, maybe start for Odell, because you might have some value there. I mean, it's a home game, it's in a rivalry game, it's a division rivals, and they usually have high scoring games between those two teams. I'd say you can.
Yeah,
if
you didn't have anybody else for your flex and you want to go for it, maybe. And like you said, it's a deeper league. Options run a little thin.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Deeper league. If I had to play him, I'll play him, and be actually comfortable with it.
You're looking at Jonnu at all?
No. Jonnu's.
Yeah, me neither.
No. I didn't get that far down on their depth chart. It's Miami.
They're starting tight end.
Oh yeah, but do they throw to their tight end that much? I don't.
Not really, because they have 2 running backs and 2 very good wide receivers.
Yes. So yeah, Miami. So the next game is, once again, they've got a lot of primetime games.
Yeah, they do. They go from a Thursday right
to a Monday. Yeah, Monday. So they have a lot of time between the games. So Jacksonville, let's see, I have ETN, Trevor Lawrence. Yes. I mean, you might have drafted Lawrence as your quarterback, so obviously you'll play him. So if he's your QB1, you're playing him.
Trying not to draft Lawrence.
And then Gabe Davis.
Making up new players again. Good old Gabe Davis.
And I've got to do something real quick. Damn it. I didn't want to do this inside. Well, I wrote another. I'm just going to leave him off. Never mind. I'm not going to say Christian Kirk. I think that's what I put down. C. Kirk.
He is their wide receiver 1 as of right now.
Okay. Then yes. For some reason, I thought Christian Kirk was on a different team. I don't know. Whatever.
Like Kirk Cousins and Kirk Rivers and stuff thrown in there too.
I almost did call him Kirk Rivers just not that long ago. So that's yeah, I almost did that. Yes, I did. All
right, so what Jags are you starting?
Jags, I would ETN, Lawrence, Gabe Davis, and Kirk. Commander Kirk.
Also add Evan Ingram to that list, the tight end. But yeah, I pretty much agree with that.
Okay, so most of my list, I want to apologize to all the tight ends out there. I kind of did, but there are some teams that I didn't forget about the tight end position because they're obvious tight ends that you play. Like coming up on the next team, which is a Sunday night game.
So to be fair, I feel like Evan Ingram is kind of on that list of tight ends you should really be playing.
Please, Evan Ingram?
Personal opinion. Yes.
So I have always gotten Schmevin Ingram, which I've heard it before. Evan Ingram mixed up with another tight end, and I can't remember his name either. That's the thing. I don't remember the name. So I never ever give Evan Ingram a benefit of the doubt. And for that,
because you forget.
I'm sorry. Well, maybe I'm just the anti tight end guy.
Well, yeah, you keep forgetting to add him into the list.
Well, maybe the tight end should be kicking the ball instead.
You stop trying to switch positions,
Okay. Okay, I will look into Evan Ingram a little more. And I'll give you guys homework assignment, or I will let you guys know later.
I was like, who are you giving a homework assignment to, Howard? All right, everybody listening, Evan Ingram,
Trust me.
That's your homework. That's all I'm going to give you.
Yes. I'm tired. I don't sleep at well. I don't sleep at night. Okay, Baltimore, yes, which is a Sunday night game. Mark Andrews. Obviously, there's a tight end that I paid attention to.
Well, I would hope so on that one.
Mark Andrews, as Zay Flowers and Lamar is all I got for that team.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm kind of staying away from Zay Flowers, honestly. Like, I don't, with Derrick Henry now there, especially, and Lamar, like, I don't really trust the passing game that much in Baltimore.
You think they're going to go less passing again since they have a better runner?
You got Lamar, he's going to keep the ball. You got Derrick Henry, he's going to just, he's Derrick Henry. And then when they do pass, there's Mark Andrews. So I just don't know how much volume the wide receivers are actually going to receive.
Okay. So anything else on Baltimore besides Sunday night? Another primetime game?
No, there's just apparently a lot of primetime games for Buffalo.
No, they want to joke. Yeah. Oh, they still have more. Okay. So their fifth game is a Houston. God damn it. So, 10 a.m.
Yep.
CJ Stroud. I would play him. Nico Collins.
If CJ Stroud kind of depends, like, obviously if you drafted him to be your one, obviously you're going to start him, but I see Stroud as one of those guys where, like, if I draft him, I'm trying to draft somebody else too.
Right, because you're not sure.
Weak matchups.
Yeah. And there is a true sophomore jinx.
That's true.
There's always the sophomore jinx. It happens players all the time.
Maybe he's just the real deal.
Maybe a Tom Brady type of guy. Or
maybe. Well, not quite the comparison.
No, it's not. Or he's an NFL quarterback from day one, and that's it. And he's consistent. Yes. So,
which I hope for him, but we'll see.
And then, I picked Nico Collins and Joe Mixon.
Yeah. So you have Nico as the one over Tank and Diggs?
Yes. I think Diggs is just brought in for depth and to spread the field a little bit more.
I would agree. I think it's definitely Nico and Tank's team, which I probably side more with you that Nico would probably be the number one over Tank.
Yeah. Nico. God damn it. God. I should remember that.
The tight ends that you hate. How do you
feel? Yeah. That's right, Dalton Schultz on the damn. I did hate the tight ends on this thing. God, I didn't even know it.
Yeah, forget that quarterbacks can run the ball and that tight end is a position unless you're Mark Andrews.
Well, quarterbacks do run the ball. They're called running backs. You get rid of the quarterback and let the running backs throw the ball when they want to. You have no
That
problem.
right up to you.
Yep. So, all right, we're going to go from a 10 a.m. start from Houston. I hope you were done with Houston.
Yeah. I'm done.
Okay. Go from a 10 a.m. start from Houston to another Monday night game
Oh my god.
in the New York Jets.
Has a pardon my language, but they have a hard on for the Bills this year.
Yes, they do. So you could probably think the Bills are going to be really, really good because the refs are going to cheat for them.
I feel like the refs do that for every team at some point during the season.
Except for the Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. They always cheat against them.
But we make up for it by being like really good, so it's fine.
Yeah, Seahawks makes up for it by talking about it in the media. Anyways.
That's true.
So on the Jets, you want to play AA Ron if he's healthy.
Oh, for sure. Well, yeah. Obviously, if he's playing more than 4 snaps of the first game,
Yep.
and he's healthy, we should be good.
And then
really excited about this game in general.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be watching it. This is going to be a good
It's
game.
going to be a very good game. At least it should be.
As long as Rodgers is there. Rodgers is the key for the Jets, period.
I feel like this year, even if something happens to Rodgers, they are in a better position this year than they were last year because they have Tyrod Taylor as their second string instead of Zach Wilson.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod is a better quarterback than Zach Wilson.
Oh, he's a quarterback, not a tight end.
Yeah, no. Actually, This team, I don't care about the tight end. Not really.
I don't even know who their tight ends were. But
Tyler Conklin.
Conklin. All right. I'm not going to try to make that noise.
If you need him.
Yeah. So Brees Hall is also my running back that I chose. Got to go with Brees. And then Wilson, Garrett Wilson. And did they add any depth through their...
They do have Mike Williams and Xavier Gibson.
That just helps.
Gibson's second year.
That helps spread the field around. You know, that's a good thing. So, because they need that with Aaron Rodgers.
They still have Alan Lazard as well.
Oh, quickly, I did see a news report on Alan Lazard is practicing with the punt and the return teams, with special teams.
That could be very interesting, especially with the new kickoff changes. I think there's going to be a lot more exciting returns now with the changes.
Right. And you want to get your best returners in there, like a wide receiver with good hands and speed.
Hell of a one.
Yeah. Ooh, well, we might have to talk about this off the air.
Well, I was going to say, if you're in leagues that give points for return yardage, look at Alan Lazard for a flex, maybe.
Yeah. That was what I was going to say, talk afterwards about the ramifications against fantasy about that. How would you, do you start adding points to returns if you don't already do it?
Well, you want to talk about it now or you want to talk about it later?
No, we can talk about it later. We can stick a pin in it and talk about it later.
Okay. Yeah.
I watch a lot of Bolt, the movie.
Like the cartoon movie with the dog?
Yeah. The agent's always saying, "Let's stick a pin in it." We'll talk about this later.
That's right. Yeah.
The annoying.
I watched that movie a lot for a while.
It's the girls' favorite right now. They've been watching it a lot. So
that's a good one. I like it.
So yeah, okay. So the Jets. Anything else on the Jets that you'd like to?
No, I think we pretty much covered it. I mean, it's basically Rodgers, Brees, Garrett Wilson, and then maybe some flyers depending on your league and that kind of thing.
Okay, so we're gonna take a trip with the Buffalo Bills back home for the next week. It's a 10 a.m. start against Tennessee Titans.
This team, I don't know how to feel about this team.
What I have for my notes is DeAndre Hopkins Question mark? Do you even play him?
So
Because there's nobody on
Will
the.
Levis, you're not playing him.
Nope.
Tony Pollard. Honestly, out of the two, because they have Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears, I would rather have Tajay Spears. I don't
Okay.
think Tony Pollard, he didn't prove anything last year. I don't think he's going to change it this year.
And you'll know by week 7.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay taking a flyer on Calvin Ridley. And then, especially at this point, you're going to know what Calvin Ridley is, so.
Yep.
That's pretty much where I stop on the Titans.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I had DeAndre Hopkins question mark whether you would even want to try to start him.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
a very exciting team in general.
I'm not starting any Tennessee Titans on my team or trying to pick up any Tennessee Titans. Like you said about, I forgot Calvin Ridley was on that team. I would probably maybe.
The only ones I'm remotely interested in are Ridley and Tajay Spears.
Yes, I would be too. But I would still probably stay away from him.
Well, yeah, especially. Only reason I'm interested in Spears is I believe it's year 2 and Derrick Henry's not there anymore.
Yes.
And Pollard didn't prove anything last year, like I already said, so I think he could emerge as a kind of a sleeper.
You're saying sleepers. I'm getting sleepy.
No, not you falling asleep.
Oh, okay. So now we go. Now they go back on the road again. Their home and away schedule is like they do come to our home. Damn it! I wish I had the money. I'd buy tickets to that game.
Right before Halloween too.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks. And obviously there's I'm sorry to Geno Smith. I'm not playing Geno Smith. Because I don't know what he's going to. Huh? I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't.
I can help it,
No. If I'm desperate, yeah, maybe. Especially not in this game. But Kenneth Walker and the 3 wide receivers, I would pick I mean, you can still use Lockett, and Metcalf's always a start. And then I think JSN's going to be way better this year.
Yeah, I think Seattle's one of those teams, like, we're just going to have to wait and see as the season goes on who kind of emerges, if it's still Walker, if it's Charbonnet. And then, yeah, I mean, DK is probably still going to be the one. It's just Lockett and JSN, how their targets end up going. But, yeah, I'd be okay starting any of those people.
Yep.
As of right now.
Yep, I would too. John Ryan. Wait, no, I don't even think it would. Never mind. I'm not even going to go to that joke. I was going to say, who's our punter?
Is it still Ryan?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was going to say.
Is that the guy, the rugby guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, it might be John Ryan still.
Seahawks punters now. Talking about fantasy football, we're talking about punters.
If you want all the news on all the players, including punters, come to our show.
And quick update, it is Michael Dixon, not John Ryan.
Michael Dixon, okay. Okay, never mind. I don't even know where I was going to go with that anyways. So
Me neither.
So, all right. Next week, it's Miami again. And they're home with Miami. It's a 10 a.m. start. And I don't know, as long as those guys are still healthy, it's still the same as week 2.
Yep. Same as last game.
Yep. So we can go on to the Indianapolis Colts, which is a 10 a.m. start.
Yes.
And they're on the road again.
In Indianapolis.
Yep. And then I got Pittman Jr., Jonathan Taylor, and Richardson as my three that I would start if I had them.
And I would agree. I really like Anthony Richardson. I really liked him last year. I wished he didn't get hurt, obviously, but yeah, I'm really high on Richardson this year. So.
Yeah, I think in redraft leagues I might try to pick him up. I could try to target him. I
fairly high in my quarterback rankings.
could try to target him in a trade, but you know me in trades, I overpay for everything.
That is true. Yeah, he's my number 5 quarterback right now. So.
Okay. All right, so we're in agreement on that one. Is there anybody else on that team that might? Who?
I mean, their wide receiving core right now is Pittman, Josh Downs, and rookie Adonai Mitchell. I'm interested to see how he starts the year off, Mitchell.
And you'll know before that game comes into even sights how he's doing.
For sure.
That a week 10, that's a week 10 game. You got yourself a footing, and you should be seeing some result.
Okay, if there's gonna be a connection, it's gonna happen by that time, or it should.
This next game should be a fun game. It's a 1:25 p.m. start. This should be on prime time, and that's Kansas City.
Yes, I don't know why this isn't in prime time, and this might be the AFC Championship preview game.
Yes, it should be. Yep. I just don't understand it.
That being said, that goes against my Super Bowl prediction, so I'm going to retract my last statement. This should be the game before the AFC Championship. One of these teams is going to play the Ravens and then lose.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is that exact game where you just said that they're going to play against each other is the game that they usually play the Kansas City Chiefs to go to the AFC Championship game. So it would be fitting that the winner plays for the AFC Championship. So, and of course, you got Mahomes and Kelsey.
Yep.
Mrs. Swift from himself.
I'm honestly trying to stay away from Kelsey. I can't see me having any shares of Kelsey on any team just because there's other tight ends I'd rather have.
Didn't he just get a small bag for only a couple of years?
He did.
I think
he's getting older, and I mean,
yeah,
you can't go wrong with Kelsey. I'm just personally, I'd rather have different tight ends for the price.
That being said, I would say that you want Kelsey if you have Mahomes for the stack.
Oh yeah, that would be a good stack.
Yes,
I'm kind of staying away from Mahomes too.
Yeah, well, yeah. We all know how I feel about Mahomes from last year. So, and I also put down
him on my dynasty squad, so I at least have him once.
Yeah, I also put down Pacheco as I would start.
I really like Pacheco this year.
Yeah. So do I. So yeah, that being said,
receiver from Kansas City if I can help.
Nope. I mean, who does try to catch the ball in Kansas City? We have no idea. They always have.
A flyer, it's going to be on Xavier Worthy, the rookie.
That's what they need. But, anyways, so week 12 they got a rare game against BYE. I don't know what that means. I mean,
sounds like a college team. Are they doing like a pickup game?
It's a bye week.
Brigham Young extended.
Yeah, it's a practice game. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
So the next game is once again a primetime game. It's a Sunday night against San Francisco. That deserves to be on primetime. And so I basically have their three top guys: McCaffrey, Kittle, Ayuk, and Debo. That's if Ayuk's on the team, though. So,
Yeah, there is news of him being okay playing somewhere else if they want to trade him. So he's looking for money and not super happy right now. So
that's his exact words.
Oh yeah,
Those were his exact. I'm okay with playing somewhere else. So,
and
yeah.
I get it. He kind of deserves it.
Now, is there a tight end that I missed on that team? Oh wait, no, I got Kittle. Never mind. I did get a tight end. See?
Yeah, you got that one. How do you feel about Brock Purdy?
To me, it seemed like last year he wasn't putting up a lot of fantasy points, but he did the job as an NFL quarterback.
He was very. Oh yeah, he was very serviceable as an actual quarterback. But yeah, fantasy wise, I feel like he kind of fluctuated a little bit, and he wasn't super reliable.
No. I mean, yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from him personally.
Yeah, I'm not gonna draft him unless I'm in a pinch and I have to have him. I'll pick him up on waivers if he's on waivers, depending on the league you're in.
Oh yeah, if I gamble and I lose the guy I want, like if I can't get Jared Goff at the end or something, like okay, I guess I'm stuck with Brock Purdy. That's how I see it. I don't want him as my quarterback.
Yeah. So that being said, where am I getting that from? You got the Rams are next. It's an away. It's an afternoon Sunday game, and I got Puka, Cup, Williams, and Stafford. Yes, I would actually play Stafford.
In this game, you would play Stafford?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think I would agree with you on that one.
I mean, you got so many targets to throw to now.
At this point in the season, oh yeah, at this point in the season, I'll be very curious to see what the splits are between Kyron and Blake Corum. See how much they're involving the rookie.
True.
Maybe another flex option if they start using two of them, or if it's just Kyron the whole time.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So,
and I didn't put the other guy on there because he was a rookie. Oh, the one you mentioned.
Oh, Blake Corum.
Corum, yes, Blake Corum. Yeah. But your question, though.
You're sitting in the draft. Who would you rather have, Puka or Cooper Kupp?
Standard league? It doesn't matter. No, I'd take. I think logically, I would say
it's a tough one.
Puka because of the age, but I really want Kupp. I would. I might take Kupp.
Happy with Kupp, especially because he's dropping a little,
and he might be a value in the draft.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think you're going to get more work out of Puka, but you also have to take Puka in what, first round probably.
Yeah,
I don't have pulled up right now or anything, so
they're gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but okay, all right. On to Detroit. Yes. That's another afternoon game, and Amon-Ra. I have Jameson Williams. Did I say that right? Jameson?
Yep.
Okay. And Jahmyr Gibbs.
Did you forget the tight end on purpose this time, Howard?
No, I don't know. Hold on.
Sorry. Let me check my rankings real quick. But, oh, yeah. My number one tight end also plays for this team, Sam Laporta. I would start him. Definitely.
Oh, my God. I saw him there, too. And I'm like, I think for some reason, this particular exercise, unless you were Kelsey, Kittle, or Matthews, I could care less about you. And for some reason, and it wasn't a conscious decision to do it either. I just did it.
It's Mark Andrews, by the way, not Matthews.
And I made up another new name. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. But yeah, Jameer
Ne-
Gibbs, definitely. Amon-Ra, definitely. Jameson, I hope they end up using him how they should. Sam Laporta, obviously. And then we'll see how David Montgomery works in as the running back too. Who knows?
yeah. Sam Laporta, I would play too. I just didn't have it on my list. Yes. So, that being said, the next two games are divisional games. And one of them, the first one is New England.
The next three.
Right. You got two New Englands and the Jets. So I had no idea who I wanted to play on New England. I think now I would say Ramondre Stevenson, since he got the bag and he's definitely the number one running back there. But I think that's the only one I would want to try to play on New England, unless you have a couple names that might change my mind.
I would basically agree with you. At this point, it's week 16, so we'll know who the wide receivers are and if they're worth anything. I'm always interested in the rookies just to see how they do. So Jalen Polk, I'll be kind of keeping an eye on. But other than that, I don't really want anybody on this team. Antonio Gibson, if they end up going with like kind of a two-headed backfield, maybe, but they probably won't.
Antonio Gibson has been always a borderline running back that you might not want to trust anytime. Because I had him before.
They brought him into. Yeah, they brought him in to fill the Zeke role, and Zeke got some touchdowns, but wasn't really fantasy relevant outside of a couple touchdowns.
No. So, yeah. And the Jets, we've already kind of covered them. I mean, Jets and New England's last two teams.
Pay attention to injuries and see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my choices would be the same if they're healthy. And this is really early talking about these guys too. So this whole list could totally change.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's plenty of time for these things to change.
Yeah, and that's our and that's the NFL.
That's the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold said so?
Well, I was going to say because Howie and Will said so, but.
Oh. That's the bottom line because Howie and Will says. William 316 says he just farted. He pulled something out of his butt. All right. Oh, gosh.
Damn it.
All right. So we're done with that now. So we're going to move on to the next segment since we definitely have time. I wanted to talk about a trade that just happened on our main fantasy football team league. And that's Maximum Effort. And that was between Team Swaggerty and JJ Tinman, which is the defending champion. And
for context, this is a dynasty league. Are we 10 teams? Half PPR?
We are 10 teams, half PPR. And we just implemented the FAB too into the league.
Yes. Yep.
And that's free agency acquisition budget. Okay. I always try to say bucks because dollars. That's just my mind. So Swaggerty gets Mike Evans. Swaggerty receives Mike Evans and a 10th pick overall in the first round of this year's rookie draft. And then a third round in 2025. And the defending champ gets Cole Kmet, a tight end, Romeo Dobbs, a wide receiver, and Tank Dell.
I love that play,
So-
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet. It looks like, Swaggerty just wants to get some picks, get some extra picks for this year's draft.
For reference for the audience, typically rookie drafts happen not that long after the actual NFL draft. Ours, we kind of push out and wait until more towards when regular drafts are happening. So that's why there's a pick for this year's draft included into it.
Hey guys, pardon the interruption here, but while we were recording, we experienced some technical difficulties, so the rest of the analysis of the trade got lost, unfortunately. But give you guys a quick recap. It was basically, we both thought it was a pretty fair trade. Both sides, we thought were getting what they needed to help them now or in the near future. So yeah, that was basically our thoughts on that. And then we jump right into me describing a trade offer that I sent in the same league. So we will resume with that right now.
So I sent a trade offer to Chris, team name Swaggerty. I'm trying to get Ramondre Stevenson, and I'm trying to send him Jamison Williams and my 3rd round pick in this year's draft, which is the 308.
Okay.
Lowball him.
Jamison Williams and a draft pick? I don't
Yes,
think so.
Detroit.
I don't think that's a low ball. That seems like a pretty fair.
I mean, I haven't heard anything back from him yet, but I did send this offer like this morning, so I don't even know if he's seen it yet.
He probably hasn't seen it. He's probably working. I don't know what he does, but
Well,
I would just assume. So, alrighty. So I guess we'll shut this down.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. You got any plugs or anything you want to say before we?
If you're listening, I mean, go follow us on our socials. I'm at Will P Tattoos with underscores in between each one. Howard's at howard.prindle. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll have those up on the screen. Yeah, go like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We'll get back at you later. Goodbye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate Podcast. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on our socials. Join us again next time.